All passed?
Yes, thank you. Yeah.
Got all your ticks in the right boxes?
Yeah, looking like it, yeah. So, ready for the off.
We don't have these roads in Germany available, and it's really great what they're offering with the tests and the regularities. It's amazing. I think it's unique in Europe.
It's going to be hard work.
I noticed.
It's my 10th year anniversary since I won this event.
Yeah,
So there's no pressure on the big
then.
man.
You're doing the light or the full flat?
The light.
And the reason you're doing the light is?
First time doing the rally of the tests, and Dad's not so keen on too much dark work, so
Mini all okay?
I think so. We had a bit of a shock yesterday. We tested the lights out and the alternator blew up.
Uh-oh.
So we've had to drive this morning and get a new alternator, and that's all on, so hopefully that's solved the problem.
Are you looking forward to rally the tests?
Absolutely. Couldn't be looking forward to it more. We retired last year after a driver error at Cadwell Park and haven't really done anything too much since then.
Apparently we mean business. We've had a catch-up call last week to try and remember what we're meant to be doing.
This is going to be a baptism of fire, I think, and it'll be a learning curve, so I think we'll just we'll try and learn the ropes this year.
How many RAC rally the tests do you reckon you've done?
12, 13, 14.
Wow.
I've got a few badges on my bobble hat to prove it.
So you can change gear and pull handbrake at the same time.
Go on, the test when Callum goes for it, it's quite a shout. Sometimes we need to shout twice.
Can you hear the instructions?
Well, it's not the only reason Amy's navigating for me, but amongst other navigators, I think Amy's the best at making herself heard.
Yeah, Phil Mills is Newtown built.
Everybody says it's a fantastic event. Richard's been navigating with me for 10 years now, so we've got lost plenty of times together. But we're really looking forward to this challenge.
Bit nervous, but looking forward to it.
We'll see you on the podium.
Oh, well, that would be nice. We'll do our best.
Brian's invited me to navigate for him on the P2B in this coming May. So we're just seeing that we can see if we can actually live in the car for 6 weeks together. So the rally of the tests is really a good one to just test each other out, make sure we don't fall out too much. Because I'm not his wife, so we can't fall out.
It's a long event, really tough event. Your navigator has to be good, your driver has to keep it right, not make too many mistakes. So it's massive teamwork, hugely rewarding when it goes right. You enter so early, it's always in the back of your mind that towards the end of the year you got this to look forward to, and it's just a massive draw. That's why there's 80 entries, huge entry again, quite a few overseas crews again, so it's just keeps on drawing you back.
There's still a great battle going to go on tomorrow. It's a real shame that Kurt can't be here. He sent me a text message in the week saying he's unwell and had a virus. I think we've all got a bit of a cough and a cold, and that was one of the front runners definitely. But I think there's half a dozen that can be there at the end of the day. And let's hope we're in one of them half a dozen.
This one is the big one. It's the one they all want to win. And it's probably 3-4 times harder than Perth Hardly.
Yes.
How does that make you feel?
A little bit terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
a big step up really. We're about 5 rallies in with Hero. Started up again 18 months ago. Done nothing before that for 20 years. So, of course, there's nothing like getting at the deep end. We don't have high expectations, but we will try our best.
It's 3 days. It's non-stop action. Test after reg after test after reg. Normally in unfavourable conditions, although today it seems quite good. So it's just a tough event. It's well supported by a lot of the European crews as well. So it's big competition.
It's relentless for both sides of the car, but particularly the navigator.
No, I think driver has it far harder. No, I agree with you. I mean, when you see the workload on the navigator side, it's amazing they can cope with that.
We are very happy to do this and a little bit nervous. It's the first time.
Okay.
But we try to do our best.
I think the best advice is not to worry too much about timing, just to go the right way. I know everyone says it, and but it's a good saying. Go the right way, and if you got time, try and be there at the right time.
Started a bit, you know, foggy, the rain was on the street, so it was very slippery, and you need to get used to it again. But it's so much fun, it's so fast, it's really a great event. We're highly excited. We're highly excited. It's our highlight of the year. The rally of the test is clearly the highlight of the year.
Tests were interesting, it's good, flowing, you know. Yeah.
There you go.
Everything good,
yeah.
Except my daughter navigator, had to replot some of the regularities I did at home in the week because they were wrong.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll stick to driving and leave her to the brains business.
Prologue this is sort of easing you in gently,
Yeah.
but it was a gentle night by comparison to what's going to come, isn't it?
I imagine it is. It was, yes.
Is this your first one, or have you done RAC before?
We've done 3.
Are you done 3?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
What's happened?
We did the final test and then we came out and the engine seemed to be a little bit hot. And we drove down the road and the engine got hotter and hotter, so we stopped. It looks like we've got a broken fan blade. We were having fun though. Oh yeah. Bit out of balance, but it's working.
Get a bit out of balance now.
Wonder what the hell hit that.
Nice start. Yeah, really good. Really nice couple of hours out in the lanes. 2 really nice tests, 2 good regularities. But as everyone's been saying in there, it's just the main thing is just to get through the prologue, because we've had all day today with the nerves building up, and it's just good to start. And having retired on a prologue a couple of years ago, it's such a relief. You get to the end of the prologue and your shoulders drop. And
apart from the fog, everything was great. Yeah, very nice. No worries. Tests were really nice. Good fun.
Tests in the dark are always a bit of a challenge, and but the surface out there was fantastic.
You've swapped places before, so you're navigating this time?
No, I'm not. No, I wish I was with the results like that. No, we've swapped places for the Hero Challenges.
Right.
Well, I'm learning the craft, but for something as big as this, we've resorted to Mike's a great navigator, so we're stuck to that.
Yeah, but you're a good driver. Look,
Yeah, it works
top
well.
3.
Yeah,
Top 3.
it works well. We enjoy it, and the car's going well. So yeah.
But you've got to keep that going for 3 long.
No, I know.
Days.
You don't want to peak too early, do you?
Well, the partnership between you and Ian Tully, apart from the fact that you've both got 7 gold medals at the jog, and individually you've both won RAC Rally the Test before.
Yes.
When you come together like this and you start, even though it's a prologue, it must be a good feeling.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, and the car's feeling good, which is half the battle.
So this is a compilation of all of our Rally of the Test that we've done, with the people we've done it with, and what our outcome was, and it's a copy of the rally plate for the car for each one. We're the first people to do 20.
It has been everything that I've seen in motorsport, and I've competed in motorsport, and I just love it.
John, how did it go with the prologue last night?
Yeah, good. I thought it's solid. Yeah, me and Ollie this year, we've had a few events where, how can I say, we've had a few slip-ups early on, and we played catch-up through the whole event. So last night for us was about actually getting through the prologue, no real issues, and I think they're starting car 8, so we're near enough to the front to see other people's tracks, but also keep out of the trouble in the middle of the field, So Yeah, good, very good.
How's young Ollie getting on?
Oh, he's fantastic, and you know that he's he's sharp. He's a hard taskmaster, you know.
David, Fulvia better than the Ferrari for Rally of the Tests?
Undoubtedly, yeah. The Fulvia is lovely and nimble around the little narrow tests, and yeah, we've had a lot of fun this morning. Yeah.
Saw you coming through the Fords there, that was fun.
Well, got to give you guys a splash, haven't we? So, yeah.
So how's the light division going?
I think it's fun, really. I mean, kind of half of me wishes I was doing the full event, but yeah, it was a lot of fun, and we got to play in the dark on the prologue last night, so that was my first time out in the night, so
oh, right,
yeah. So yeah, enjoyed it.
3, 2, 1, go!
Driving been going on?
Oh yeah.
Any tests? Maybe?
Oh, the
Yeah.
forest was amazing.
Otterburn
To be
was
fair, the
fantastic.
forest was absolutely awesome. Normally, and we've done it a few times before, as you know, normally we do that in the dark. So to do something like that in daylight, to be fair, was spectacular. Really, really fantastic.
Really good through the forest, all gravels, great experience.
Who have you been battling with?
Well, I think Tim was quite close behind us, and in the Lancia, and then Malcolm and Anita were also close behind us. So yeah, there's some good competitors on the light crew as well.
knocked something on a couple of tests, so knocked something on the rear brakes, which has moved the cylinder out of place. So it's been leaking brake fluid. So we've only had very little brakes, which has been really tricky. Yeah, hopefully the guys can fix it. See how we get on.
Us here in the cold. Can you imagine that?
What's going on?
Oh, just a bit of overheating.
Okay.
I think combination of that test there, queuing for the test itself. It may have been like losing a bit of water.
You're overheating. You're going to let it cool down. But up to that point, how's it been?
Been very good day. Yeah, enjoyable. Yeah, very good indeed. They've been. Interesting tests and that to do that we've had. First day, we've done it. So happy with what we've achieved today. Looking forward to tomorrow and the day after.
Some of the tests have not been calm. It's been pretty a lot of pointing going on, a lot of shouting, but we've got it all right, which is good.
We made some little mistakes. And some major mistakes as well.
We had a bit of a scrappy last two regularities, so we'll have dropped back a bit. But I think we'll be there or thereabouts, giving it our all as usual.
The time control section this morning was just awesome.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the best thing on the rally.
Right.
I could have stopped after that. That was brilliant.
Right.
Congratulations to Andy for putting it on.
We've had a good solid day. Really good regularities, and the TC section was brilliant and went well for us.
TC section was absolutely awesome, especially that's the highlight. Clean through. Night section, a bit scrappy, dropped a few seconds here and there.
Tell us a little bit about Otterburn, because there were forest sections, then you break out into the military sort of tarmac. Quite exciting. And how'd the Mini go in there?
Exciting, daunting, challenging. But Mini went really well. It's not the best thing for the gravel roads that we were given, but Cros did a great job with it, and car was flying, and we had some good times.
Think you're climbing back up?
Yeah, it's snakes and ladders, Tony. We're up. We've climbed up after that. We've fallen down a bit, but we'll see. Long way to go yet.
Upside down.
We snapped one of the four throttle cables, so we got 4 amals on the front of the engine, and one of those cables snapped just at the end of the first test on that kart track. So we bodged it together with a spare throttle cable, managed to drive here to Coffee. The mechanics now, the wonderful mechanics, have now fixed it properly, so we should be on our way.
Right, Andrew, a bit of damage on the back. What happened?
We got lost in a farmyard last night in the dark, and reversing didn't see a little low wall, and you can see the evidence.
It's easily done though, isn't it?
Very easily done. The darkness brings a whole other dimension.
Awesome this morning on the tests. Go-kart track was magic. Really hooked it up through there.
So really having a good time, and the tests are incredible.
This is my first time with the Navigator, first time with the car, so enjoying it.
You got a good navigator in Tony Brooks?
Yes, lots of experience.
Henry Carr's been navigating for you before, hasn't he?
Yeah, he did Le Jog, and we did well on my first event with him at Per Ardua. So yeah, we get along well, always have a good laugh.
The tests are wonderful. I mean, there was so much grip, and actually the benefit of doing them second time round, you A, get in the right gear, B, go a different line, and C, probably take a bit more curb as well. So, and last time we did the hill climb one in the Porsche, it was in fog, so at least I knew where I was meant to be going this time. 25.
Thank you very much.
11:02.
Oh yes, that's me. All seems to be going well.
Yeah, we're really pleased, and Sandra's been playing a blinder, so she's really been on form. So, you know, that's what counts when the Navigator's on a roll. And she's one mistake really, and that's it.
It's pretty full on, isn't it?
It's a lot of fun. We're just making it up as we go along, kind of, but it's working out well.
It's a lot to take in, isn't it?
Yeah, the timings, we just make educated guesses and hope for the best. And then we just wait and see. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
The route's been very interesting. Tests have been absolutely fantastic. I mean, time control to the Forest was, I think everyone's loved that. And then the tracks this morning, I've not been on them before, and they were both really, really good fun. So yeah, happy.
Reg 1, just coming to the first control, suddenly the car's filling with smoke. We thought, oh, we've got a fire. So we clocked into the control and pulled across the road. There was a little lay-by. Got out and looked, couldn't see what was wrong. We phoned for the sweeps, who were luckily at the start of the reg, who came along. Apparently it's a suspension fluid leak which was dripping on the exhaust, but it meant that now the suspension has collapsed.
Good old British Leyland, that's what I say.
I know, but it's just so frustrating because we're really enjoying the rally.
Yeah,
it's
no,
lovely.
You're doing well.
We're loving the rally. I mean, we're not fast on the test, we're doing our best on those. But I don't know why it would suddenly just spring a leak. It's really annoying.
Sorry about that. Let's see
I
whether
know.
we can patch it up. And
We've got wonderful sweeps. They are amazing.
Yeah, they
Bless
are.
them.
Angus, what's happening?
We've broken some teeth on the gearbox. 3 teeth have come out when we drained it. So we'll get them out of the way and we'll run on with a few missing teeth and then change the gearbox tonight.
Okay, have you got a spare box?
There's a guy who happened to be coming here just to look at the cars. You wouldn't believe it. He lives in Dumfries and he's got a gearbox in his loft.
No way.
I know. It's crazy sport, isn't it? Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Don't get your tie dirty. Something bent?
Yes. Yeah. Hit some tyres with a lot of force.
Yeah, so Dave fixed it for us, but I think we need to have another look at it slightly.
Apart from that, are you enjoying it?
Having a great time.
Yeah.
Really good. Yeah.
All was going really, really well.
Yeah.
David's been excellent at navigating, all falling into place, and then I just crashed the car.
It happens.
You said yesterday was a bit of a porridge, so presumably today's a bit better.
We've recovered well today from monumental mistakes. No, it's been much better today, not without its glitches, but it's been fun. The tests have been brilliant today.
Part of your brainchild originally to do the light version of RAC Rally the Tests, as good as it was the first time?
It's a lot tougher. Okay. So if I'm honest, some of the newbies are being thrown right in the deep end, even though it's a light version. But yeah, it's good to see the numbers go up. 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
been a really busy afternoon in Leg 2, where the morning was for the drivers with lots of really great tests, and then this afternoon we took in lots of forestry through Scotland, and then in the dark the rally crews carried on through Kershaw and then into the lanes around Newcastle. I think people have really been appreciating the route, the varied venues that coming into these areas have opened up for us. Some wonderful rallying heritage we've taken in. What more could you want to do in an old car? We like to keep the element of surprise at all times for competitors. All of a sudden we turn off the road and take that tiny little track that provides some excitement and interest. And there's been loads of big smiles on faces. Lots of people really enjoyed some great sections and really atmospheric with trees close in and so slippy out there in these conditions that we've had. So it's been a real challenging afternoon, but there's been massive smiles coming over the line at the moment.
There was an incident with car 56 last night, and they went visiting some cows.
We're just pulling out of a timing point, and straight away you could tell there's a problem, and if any damage has been done, it's done, so we're going to push on to the end and see how far we get, really. So we're nearly 3 minutes clear of second in our class, so if we can just be slightly tidy, and we're good on the regs, as you know, we'll hemorrhage a few penalties on the test, but I think we might have enough in the bank, if you get what I mean. So it'll be interesting. Limp it in.
We'll try and do our best. We've got a bit of a gap to the cars behind us, but we're just going to have to do our best to stay clean and do what we can to come home.
1 second in it.
1 second in it now. Yeah, I just got one junction ahead of myself yesterday. Did all the hard bit of the regularity, and then told Callum to go the wrong way at the junction because I thought we were one junction up.
The Tiger's just in front of us, 1 second in front, and then we got Paul Dias behind us by 12 seconds or something like that. So nip and tuck, as they say.
Yesterday we had a really good day yesterday, really enjoyed it. No risks, just nice and steady, and we've got to wait for them to make a mistake, unfortunately. I don't think we can, in raw talent and speed, we can get past them, but a long way to go.
The forest tracks that you've been going down, these lovely gravel tracks.
They're exciting in a mini, I can tell you that. We're bouncing from one crest to another. It is great fun, it really is, and it's like on the edge all the time. But that's why we do it, we get a buzz from it.
It's been really interesting regularities, really good tests, TC section in the daylight again today. Absolutely brilliant, can't fault it.
You were second fastest overall the test yesterday.
Was I?
Brilliant performance.
Yes, well, it's the test, as you know, and it's the loose and the big fun. That's why I do it. I love that side of it.
We have a lot more fun on the gravel, don't we? Yeah, the reg in Kershaw yesterday. Oh, that was amazing. Yeah. More of that.
I've enjoyed the first 3 days very much. Nice and challenging, nice and tough. That's what we want. And just have a little pootle around today. Try not to break the car, try not to go wrong. Anything can happen, we've still got a walk-up to come yet.
Final day now, how are you going to play it?
We're just going to do what we always do, have a bit of fun in the car, and just take in the day, really. It's been an exceptional event up to now, and we expect more of the same today.
Yeah. After we put it on a topic, it's not going to work, is it, Nigel?
Are you talking about the test?
Yeah.
That's what I had to
All right. 12 series.
Last night in the glorious gravel forest of Scotland, I bust a rear suspension leaf spring, so that separated from the bush. So the sweep mechanics have performed the usual miracles. We've now got a bit of angle iron, some shackles, and a chain and a ratchet in there holding the rear axle in place. But we can almost smell wind in here, so I think we're going to be okay.
I think you need to go on a postgraduate course on it first before doing it, because there are so many complexities and so much detail, and all the different bits of trials and pieces of paper come at different times. So once one person has come to the end of the tether with the incompetency on the navigation, the other then takes over to become equally incompetent. But we are getting better. It's a real challenge. It's an intellectual challenge, a navigational challenge, and a driving challenge. So I can see why it's the most difficult rally in the country.
Brought it home. We brought it home well.
You're up with the super gods now in the Navigators league tables.
It's been a steady climb to the top, maybe, but a few years in the making.
He's the original Wonder Kid, isn't he? He's the first Wonder Kid to come through.
How old are you now, Ollie?
18.
It's been a pretty hectic afternoon. It's been not so much a sting in the tail, but intense to get it all right.
Every day, every hour, every minute, there was something happening, and it kept us on our toes. Big call out for Ali P, who did a cracking job. Kept us going the right way, 99% of the time anyway.
It's been a classic RAC, really has. They've thrown everything at us, and amazingly, the old car's got here.
We've had some classic sections from the Scottish, we've had some classic sections from the RAC, classic sections from Kielder and Pirelli rallies. Last night in Kershaw was just absolutely magic. Fantastic. You can't beat a bit of gravel, can you?
It was brilliant. Yeah, real challenge, but cracking event. Just, spot on. Mr. Podium has done a great job. Really enjoyable. So I think everything we want out of Rally of the Tests.
This is why we do this rally. It's why we all come back for it, because it is so good and so intense.
All of the TCs, the regs, the tests were different. There was nothing repeated. It was all very well thought out and very challenging.
Dan and Neil, this is the Triple Crown. 3 times winners of the RAC Rally of the Test. That's something else.
I don't know what to say.
Speechless again. Yeah. Speechless again. Neil, that's amazing.
It puts such a strain on the car and all the people in it. It's so stressful and so enjoyable at the same time. It's mixed emotions, Tony. still in a bit of a dream. It is a team sport, and Dan and I work really well together in the car. Nothing's ever too much of a problem, and we just understand each other, which is surprising for a Scot and a Cumbrian.
Everyone has their own little issues on this rally. We did have an issue, but we were very lucky not to really lose any time with it. And we're only here, really, due to Paul Dias, who's a competitor who lent us a part, and Peter Humphrey, who lent us a part. If they had lent us those parts on Friday morning, it might have been very different. So it shows the camaraderie we've got in the sport.
Dad did well, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is your dad a brilliant navigator?
Yeah.
He's good at rallying, your dad, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
I would like to highlight Ollie Waldog's performance in this event. Absolutely sparkling for someone so young, and future winner without a shadow of a doubt.
An event like this isn't me. An event like this is the hundreds of marshals we've had out on the side of the road, all the setup teams that have been doing lots of different venues for us up and down the country, and the sweet mechanics trying to bodge everything together to keep us all rolling on the roads. Certainly not a one-man team, it's the whole Hero ERA team that pull it together.
It was RAC Rally of the Test, light winners. Not sure it was that light, was it?
It was pretty tough, yeah. Still really challenging, and TC sections were great. You know, going through the first one in the Otterburn, and then the one this afternoon on the ranges. You know, just full pace and really challenges you.
Big smiles, there we go.